Your host of DME Supplier Standard Awareness Month, Michael Silverman here from the law firm of Silverman Bain, and thanks for coming back for more as we dive into DME Supplier Standard number 4. Now, Supplier Standard number 4 has to deal with where providers fill their inventory for their equipment from. Is it filled in-house, kept on site, or are we utilizing a contractor for purposes of helping us fulfill those orders? Essentially, suppliers must fill orders from their own inventory or contract with other companies for the purchase of items necessary to fulfill those orders. If we're contracting with a third party, like always, we have to make sure that that entity or individual is not excluded from any state or federal healthcare programs. Most importantly, with respect to subcontracting the fulfillment of inventory, if it does so, a provider must provide upon request copies of contracts or other documentation showing compliance with this standard. Now let's talk about a real life practical implication which we want to ensure our providers avoid. Take a close look at this letter that a client of mine came to me back in September. This is a letter from Novitas informing the provider that their billing privileges are being revoked due to failure to comply with Supplier Standard number 4. Essentially stating that a site visit was conducted, and during the site visit, the provider indicated that items were not fabricated on site, nor did they contract with another company to fulfill their orders for orthosis, custom fabricated. Therefore, you're in violation of this standard. Well, the provider did actually have a subcontracting relationship with a orthotist prosthetist for the fulfillment of custom fabricated device. However, when it was requested during the on-site inspection, the provider did not have it. That led to a revocation notice, and though thankfully we were able to successfully overcome the revocation and their billing privileges were retroactively reinstated, there was a over 2-month gap in the billing privileges for failure to comply with Supplier Standard number 4 because for the inventory that was subcontracted, the provider did not readily have documentation of that subcontractor relationship. That's the importance of Supplier Standard number 4. Seems like it's easy to comply with, but one misstep can lead to some serious problems. So ensure if you do subcontract, let's have all the adequate documentation on site, in place, and we can provide it upon request.